Y'all, this is getting to the point of being absolutely ridiculous. I got another account restriction for once again not doing anything wrong. So one of my videos was taken down. See, right there. For violent extremism. I was covering the recent breaking news that some people hadn't heard yet, but has been shaking the United States. So am I just not supposed to talk about it? Because it doesn't make any sense. It's like I breathe wrong, and TikTok's like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. This is bullshit. I'm sorry. Every time they remove one of my videos, they put it back up. But they leave the hit on my account. So I'm pretty much at a loss at this point. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. They are suppressing the fire out of my content. And if you've been a fan of my TikTok for a while, you know this isn't the first time this has happened. At one point, I was putting out 8 videos a day. Then it was down to 4. Then it was down to 2. And I still am getting this from TikTok. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on my donation videos. Because no matter what happens, I owe that to y'all. But outside of the donation videos, I don't know what to do at this point. I've contacted TikTok support, everything like that. Still haven't heard back from them. You know, it took them 8 hours to process and put up one of my videos yesterday. 8 hours. Another one, it took 3 hours. It doesn't make any sense. So while I'm figuring all this out, I cannot stress enough to y'all to go follow me on my other platforms. Because this just ain't fair. I'm going to be putting all my focus in YouTube and my podcast. Because at least I know my content stays up there. My YouTube is Jamie13Horror, just like it is here on TikTok. You can find my podcast on all podcast streaming services. Here it is on Spotify. But I know this isn't just me. I have seen plenty of other content creators that I'm a big fan of dealing with this same exact stuff. It's like you won't even do anything wrong and they hit your account. They take your video down and then put it back up. So the video gets recovered, but you still get a penalty against your account. So I don't even know. Go follow me on Twitter. I'll throw it right there, my Twitter. I'll talk about it on Twitter and try to respond to everybody and whatever. I'm legit running out of options here. Jamie13Horror 2.0. Because if TikTok tanks this account, I'll then be using that one to do my donation videos on. TikTok, get it together! Y'all, this is this account. I'll then be using that one to do my donation videos on. TikTok, get it together! Follow me on Twitter, whatever. I'm legit running out of options here. Jamie13Horror 2.0. Because if TikTok tanks this account, I'll then be using that one to do my donation videos on. TikTok, get it together! Y'all. I bet you didn't know about Sabrina and Ursula Erickson. This video suggestion came from Jessica Ann 1990. They sent me a donation, then told me what they would like for me to do TikTok on. At the end of this TikTok, I'll explain how you can do the same. This is one of the most bizarre cases of folie à deux. People who are close that end up sharing the same delusions and psychosis. Sabrina and Ursula were 2 twins from Sweden. One evening in May in 2008, they left Sabrina's home in Ireland. They were heading to Liverpool, England. Once there, they went to the police station and expressed concern of Sabrina's child who's all the way back in Ireland. Once the twins heard Sabrina's child was all right, they hopped on a bus headed to London. The twins then told the bus driver they weren't feeling well, so he made a stop. They began behaving erratically, so the bus driver didn't allow them back on and left them at a service station. The owner of the service station called the police because of their strange behavior. Police talked to the twins, deemed them no threat, so they left. Suddenly, without warning, both twins ran into traffic on the M6. Both of them were struck by cars, but they both ended up okay. It wasn't until police arrived, Ursula ran in front of a truck and had her legs run over. They were crushed. Sabrina jumped into traffic and was hit by a car going at a high speed. She smashed the windshield. When police tried to help Ursula, she spat, scratched, and screamed at them. Sabrina was unconscious for a minute, and when she came to, she started doing the same. It took 6 police officers to subdue Sabrina, but eventually both women were taken to the hospital. Ursula was rushed into surgery. Sabrina behaved calm and cool like nothing even happened. They let Sabrina leave the hospital. They evaluated her and said she was fine. That's when Glenn Hollingshead and Peter Malloy saw Sabrina just standing on the side of the road. Being a nice guy, Glenn offered her a place to stay at his home until she could find her sister, who she said was missing. As soon as they arrived back to Glenn's, she started acting very strange. Sitting down, standing up rapidly, offering them cigarettes only to snatch them away and say they were poisoned. She apparently showed no pain after being run over by a car. At one point, Sabrina stabbed Greg. She fled his home and began bashing herself in the head with a hammer. A man stopped his car to come help her, and in response, she smashed a roof tile over his head. She was then pursued by police, where she jumped over a 30-foot overpass, breaking both her ankles and fracturing her skull. Sabrina served 2.5 years and then was sent back to Sweden. Still to this day, no one knows why their behavior happened. Have a specific subject or story you'd like for me to do a TikTok on? Here's how. You can send a donation to my Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Make sure to include your username in the notes. I'll follow you back and send you a message. Then tell me what you'd like for me to do a TikTok. I bet you did. Video suggestion came from Jessica Ann. So I had something made for something big that I have planned for you guys. It's still currently in the works. But what do y'all think about this? Good morning, Ty Joe. Hey Douglas, what story do you want to hear today? Ooh, that's a scary one. Good choice, Douglas. Aw, Sister and Whiskey, y'all want to listen too? I guess Belial wants to join us as well. Hey y'all, I'm Jamie 13 Horror. So I had something made for something big that I have planned for you guys. It's still currently in the works. But what do y'all think about this? Good morning. Couple things. First, I have never once begged for donations. I've never made payment a requirement to view my videos. I don't have a subscription for special content. I never say it is a requirement. I get hundreds and hundreds of requests daily. It's hard to keep up with them, like it's impossible for me to cover all those stories. So an easy way for me to keep track of them is to have people send donations, which isn't even a set amount, it's whatever anybody feels comfortable sending. Not to mention all the work that goes into the research, the equipment that I've had to pay out of pocket for my YouTube and my podcast. There's so much that you have to pay for and then cover costs for, subscriptions, things like that people don't even realize. But I keep doing it because people enjoy my content. Well, unless you think it got less interesting. And if you think it got less interesting, then you have to blame TikTok on that. It's been a constant back and forth battle with them censoring my videos or removing my videos. So I have to be super, super careful what I do and don't say. I already lost my account once. I don't want to do that again. If you watched my other videos, you'd know that not all my videos are donation videos. I've been putting a lot more of my focus on the donation videos, though, since dealing with all the issues with TikTok. So no, I'm not out here begging for donations, begging for money, begging for anything. I'm just out here trying to make this thing work. And a lot of people don't realize I maintain this account and have constant everyday content while still working a full-time job. Still having a house that I have to pay for, a car that I have to pay for, 33 tarantulas, 2 dogs, 2 leopard geckos, and a bearded dragon to take care of, and not to mention everything else in life that I have to take care of. All of my free time goes to content, every bit of it. But I keep doing it because people enjoy it. I never expected my TikTok to blow up like this, and I'm so grateful to everybody that does love my content. But I figured I should address this. Now, if you have a video that you want me to specifically talk about, any subject or story that fits my niche, you know, the horror thing, hop over to my TikTok page. My information on where to send donations is in my bio if the tip option on TikTok isn't available. Just make sure to include your username in the notes. I'll follow you back and send you a message. Then you can tell me what you would like for me to do a TikTok on. Because despite people having a problem with me, I'm going to still keep doing my thing. And I love every single one of you that shows me support. I truly have the best followers. Y'all rule. Couple things. I bet you didn't know the disappearance of Madeline McCann is finally on the way to be solved 15 years later. This video suggestion came from Depressed Annoying Slut. They sent me a donation and told me what they would like for me to do a TikTok on. I'll explain at the end how you can do the same. May 3rd in 2007, Madeline was on vacation with her family in Portugal. They were staying at the Ocean Club. Her parents go out to dinner with friends. They leave Madeline and her young twin brother and sister sleeping in the room, about 100 yards away from where they were. When Mother Kate goes to check on her children, she notices Madeline is missing. Police are called and everyone in the whole area begins frantically searching. Police and airport staff are put on high alert, and hundreds of volunteers come forward to help search for her. In June, about a month after Madeline is missing, a Portuguese police chief admits that vital forensic clues may have been destroyed because of their failure to protect the crime scene. Kate and Jerry, Madeline's parents, are heavily questioned